How's it going, you sexy beasts? It's Friday, so time for another fan-picked challenge. This series where you can suggest setups or challenges for me to run with and see if I can do well with them. If you'd like to make a challenge for next week's episode, leave a comment in the section below saying what weapons, gear, attachments, and whatever else you can think of, and I'll pick one of the most upvoted comments to use. The setups you badasses keep coming with are insane. I had no idea this series would have such a resounding success. Keep them coming and keep upvoting. Hopefully you all are enjoying these videos as much as I enjoy making them. Anyway, for this week's challenge, we've got Ray William giving us the Sniping Shotgun challenge. He states, Sniping Shotgun, Mauler S6 with slugs, extended mags, and a 3.4 times scope. Get a light assault and position yourself. For the rest of the setup, I've got ammunition belt, standard jump jets, C4, default frag grenades, and a laser sight equipped commissioner pistol. It's been forever since I used a sniping shotgun setup, and I think the last time I actually tried it was right after the launch of the game, so it's kind of been a while. That was also before everyone was running around with nanoweave armor. If you are unaware of what slug ammunition does, it takes the bullet spread out of the shotgun it's equipped and fires a single slow moving projectile. It's pretty much like slinging a brick out of the barrel of your gun instead of a bunch of tiny pellets. As with any brick slinging, the velocity is very low and comes with a hefty amount of bullet drop over range. If you're playing as the Vonu Sovereignty, your slug equipped shotguns have no bullet drop, making them even more effective at range. Anyway, let's discuss the statistics of the Mauler S6 for the new conglomerate. Terran's version of the shotgun is the FA1 Barrage, and the Vonu's version is the Thanatos. These are the first generation of shotguns with both the lowest magazine size, rate of fire, and pellet spread. Since we are using slugs, pellet spread has no effect on our weapon, and cone of fire is generally the same across the board of all slug-equipped shotguns. With slugs in our semi-automatic shotguns, we can deal a maximum of 500 damage at point blank and falls off to 350 damage at 100 meters, meaning it's a 2-shot kill up to 10 meters and a 3-shot kill at anything past that. If nanoweave is involved, add another shell. The Mauler S6 fires at 225 rounds per minute, a 6-round magazine, which is increased to 10 rounds with extended mags, and a total of 42 additional shells carried in the reserve. Short reload speed is 2.1 seconds and a long reload speed of 3.22 seconds. Bullet velocity of the Mauler is 300 meters per second, which is dreadfully slow. The aim down sight move speed multiplier is the very coveted 75%, making you move faster than most others while aiming down the sights. Only downside is when using slugs, you'll have to remain standing still in order for your shots to land where you want them. So let's go ahead and jump into this shotgun. At the beginning you saw a little bit of shotgun play where I'm essentially trying to use it as I would any other standard carbine. This got my ass kicked plenty of times, where just about every other weapon out there will outshoot a slug loaded shotgun. Then I found the Paris amp station. Ray Williams stated to use the Light Assault's jetpacks to get a very good position, and damn did I found it. This is all one single unedited clip of me tearing up some Terran of Republic soldiers with the slug-loaded semi-automatic shotgun. I honestly don't think this setup would be remotely possible with an engineer or a medic, since the maneuverability of the Light Assault makes this weapon a very good hit-and-run tool of destruction. Generally, it's going to be a 3-shot kill if you aim center mass, since everyone is wearing nanoweave armor. I found that later on I was able to pop a slug right into the chest of my enemy and use the recoil's upward pull to follow through the sights to the target's head and finish them off with a 2-shot kill. While fighting enemies at longer range though, it was pretty easy to keep a consistent fire on target. The cone of fire bloom returns to normal standing accuracy when the vertical recoil pull returns to its center, so it's pretty easy to be accurate with this weapon at longer ranges. The main drawback is the snail's pace bullet velocity. Shotguns are among the slowest firing projectile weapons in the game, which is only beat out by the Lasher's 100 meter per second velocity. With that, firing at enemies past 40 to 50 meters is just absolutely awful, and couple the fact if they're moving, then you're going to be missing a lot of those shells. This weapon was rather infuriating to use at longer ranges, since just about every other weapon out there would be able to outshoot me if they were moving, since I'd be forced to stand in order for my weapon to be of any accuracy. Using the slugged up Mauler in close quarters was pretty much a death wish, since hipfire accuracy is nil and the 225 round per minute 3-shot kill would just get utterly destroyed by pretty much any other weapon. I wasn't sure what else to use with the setup, since only the primary was suggested, but I think the Commissioner was a pretty bad choice. I think the Desperado or the Repeater would go very well together with the slugged up shotgun, as to help out with the close quarters combat if you're ever caught in it. The Commissioner, while it is my favorite pistol, just doesn't have that spray and pray ability while in close quarters when you need it most. Also, I think ammunition belt is a must for this setup, since you're going to be missing most of your shots and you never want to be short on shells. Flak or nano weave will work as well, depending on how you play your light assault. So to recap, this setup is definitely a challenge and should only be used if you know what you're doing. Clearly, I did not. Position is everything with the slug shotgun and is best used with a light assault to gain the advantage over your enemy. So there you have it, you sexy beast. This week's episode of Fan Picked Friday Challenge, brought to you by Ray William, featuring a 3.4 times scope Mauler with slug ammunition. Thank you guys so much for watching and making this series a resounding success. Got an idea for next week's episode? Leave a comment in the section below with a class setup of weapons, attachments, abilities, and whatever else you can think of. Thank you guys so much for watching, and if you enjoyed the video, please give it a big ass thumbs up. If you'd like to see more videos like these, go ahead and subscribe. It's free.